What's up, Circles? Wikidom here tonight with you with a brand new format. Yep, tonight I'm trying something new that I wanted to try for a while. And if you guys like it, I'm probably gonna do my reviews on the bloodshed that way with videos because it's simpler, easier, faster, and way more fun, don't you think? And I'm really seeking you out, guys, because I really like to have your honest opinion on well, my performances, if you want. If you guys like it, just hit me in the comment and tell me what you think. Be honest. That's really what I want. I want you to be honest and tell me if I should continue it that way or go back to my old ways and just do it by text, writing them. And there won't be any offense taken. If you guys don't like it, it's okay. If you do, well, I'll be happy to do it that way. But the main point of it is to please you guys and make you happy. So, well, here we go. And tonight, since it's a new format, I decided to review something new and something that I haven't touched really a lot lately. And actually, in all my reviews, tonight I'm going to review a prog rock album, but a real one, not death metal or prog metal or whatever. It's really straight up progressive rock, which I'm really excited to do. And I haven't done it a lot, but I'm a huge prog fan, so I'm really happy to do it. So tonight I'm going to review the album Volume 2 by Claudio Delgift. So, and the reason why I'm going to do this today is because yesterday was a really epic day in the progressive rock world, since the band Genesis released a new compilation and documentary that regrouped the whole band together for the first time since 1999, which is something really epic. And I'm really happy about that because I'm a huge Genesis fan. I'm a huge prog fan, so this news is nothing but good, and I'm really happy about it. And well, I didn't listen to it yet, and I didn't buy it yet, but I'm sure gonna do it really soon because I have to see that documentary. I'm really excited about it. And that's it. And this is really why I decided to review a progressive album today. And well, I could go on and on and on about the history of Genesis, but I'm not here to do that. So I'll try to keep it on the mellow side. And well, Claudio sent me his album, and it was just so meant to be, and it was just so at the right time because it was a perfect candidate for today's review. And I'm really happy he did, and I'm really happy to bring you this album today. So I'm gonna do it with lots of pep, and I'm really happy. And but I'm gonna talk about that compilation, that Genesis compilation called Archives, and that's Archives. So that's pretty funky. And well, the compilation has 37 songs, including 3 songs from every solo projects from every members. So that's pretty good because a lot of people know Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins' work the most because these guys really made it far as solo artists. But a lot of people don't know guitarist Steve Hackett's solo work and Tony Banks' amazing albums and well, Mike Rutherford's band called Mike and the Mechanics that are on tour actually right now or are going to be on tour in 2015. That's really something cool. And well, I think this compilation is right there where it should be, and it's bringing to the fans that don't know the solo work of these guys to finally listen to them, and that's good because some of them put out really epic stuff and really cool stuff. So that's pretty cool. And well, I think the question on everybody's lips about Genesis is, are they going to be on tour together again? And well, I know Peter Gabriel said that as long as the members are all alive, it's not something that is impossible, which is a good news. But he also said that he wouldn't play with Genesis unless Phil Collins is behind the drum kit. So that was kind of a problem because for all of you guys who don't know, Phil Collins quit he retired from the music world last year because of health problem. But he's supposed to be coming back soon, and he said he was starting to play drums again, so that could be a good news, and we could maybe be seeing a Genesis reunion pretty soon, which I'm really excited about. But I'm not here to talk about Genesis, so without further ado, let's talk about this album by Claudio Delgift called Volume 2. So, you guys probably figured out that Volume 2 is the second album by Claudio Delgift. Duh. Which is a self-produced album and self-released album, and I have to say that this guy is one of the greatest emerging artists in the world right now, and this album is a very, very sober album, really pure prog rock, and it's cool because a lot of artists try to put too much or overproduce their albums, but this guy just put the right amount everywhere. That's pretty cool. And I got a digital copy of the album. I'm really happy to have gotten one because it's a really cool album, and I'm not sure actually that he released it on physical copies. I'd have to ask him, but I don't think so actually. So if you guys want a copy, I'm gonna put some links down on the in the comments and on the Bloodshed website too. So if you guys want to check it out, just click on these links and give this guy a shout. He's really fun and a really cool guy, and I'm gonna try to make you want to discover his music. So the album opens with the song "It Just Happens," which is a very prog song. It really reminds me of Genesis, and this song is really mellow, and it opens the album perfectly. Great guitar work, great pounding bass, really present, which is something that I really look forward to. And anytime I listen to an album, you know me guys by now, I like bass, I like hearing the bass, and we hear that bass pretty great. Sober drums, really well played. It's really mellow, so it kind of feels like a ballad, but that's okay. That's what is interesting actually about the song. And what stands out the most from this in this song is actually the keyboards. Once they get in, it's so good. It reminds me of Tony Banks' work. It's really out of this world, really cool, and it's really a song that opens the album pretty good. And opening the album with an instrumental song is really daring. I usually am not a big fan of instrumental openers. I think it's overdone. I think everybody did that too much, and it should not be done anymore. But this one fits, and since this album is pretty much an instrumental album, it was meant to be, and I think it's pretty cool. So it fits, and it's great. Yeah, so the second song of the album is called Blind Judgment, Blindfolded Eyes. And this song is actually the first song that has vocals. So this is where we discover Claudio's voice, which is good. It's a great voice, but in my opinion, this isn't where this album shines. This isn't where Claudio really shines. He's an instrumental artist, and I think he should stick to that because all the songs that have vocals on them are the ones that I love the less. So I'm gonna say it. It's not that he has a bad voice or that he's a bad singer. It's just that, in my opinion, it's not the best. It doesn't fit that much, and he's so good as an instrumental artist that he should really stick to that. So that's it. And this song, the second song, Blind Judgment, Blindfolded Eyes, really brings the tempo up, and with a great main guitar riff. That's pretty cool, and this song is a really true prog rock jam. I really like it. It's something that you guys should really discover. The drum tracks are unique and really well played, and really played in a subtle way that really makes a difference, and that's what is really cool. And there's a keyboard kicking in in the middle of the song that really changes the whole vibe of the song, which is pretty cool, and it really surprised me, and that was something that I could have had in every song on this album, because the keyboards are just so well placed and well played and well written. That's something pretty good. The third song now is called The End of the Third Age, and this one is probably the most epic song on the album. It clocks at more than 11 minutes. Has one of the most festive medieval kind of feel that I really like. Well, in the beginning actually, it's really festive, and you can hear this kind of medieval influence, like I said, coming from the guitars, and that's pretty cool. And it goes on and on like this, and I think it's a great move coming from Claudio to have put some kind of festive party song on his album, because usually prog rock is really mellow, but this one is pretty up tempo, and that feels good. Actually, it really feels good, and so that's about it. And there's a great guitar solo in it. And in the middle of the song, there's some kind of breakdown that brings the song to a really mellow and really slow side. But just before that, there's like some kind of epic and, oh my god, amazing and that's pretty cool. This is so glorious. It feels like a power metal thing. It really made me want to go outside and get a horse and just attack the other side of the street, like Braveheart. That was pretty cool. And that's it. And that's an instrumental song too, and that should stay that way. I think Claudio should really stick on the instrumental side, because that's pretty cool, and that's where he shines. Actually, really cool. And okay, so another other highlights of the album, there's a song called Sonic Pulse, which actually is almost a metal song, in the means of really distorted guitars, heavy guitars, and there's a keyboard part that reminds me of old 80s metal songs, like, you know, some old White Snake, or some old Dokken, which is pretty cool. And that doesn't fit that much on the album, but it's a prog rock album, so anything fits. It's prog rock. So that's it, and that's about it for the album. This album has 9 songs, and it's pretty decent on the length too. So it's really worth it, and I think it's like $10. It's worth it, really, and it's a great album. It's a great thing. And now I'm gonna talk to you about the production and execution side, but there's not a lot to say actually about it, because well, this guy's a pro. He's a great songwriter, great player. I really don't have much else to say. He plays with passion, with emotion. We can hear it, we can feel it. These songs are his babies. He loves them. He created them. He nursed them, whatever. And this guy is really something else. He managed to impress me so many times on this album. There was a lot of things I couldn't even like get aware of or whatever. He was just so unpredictable, and I think it's one of the best thing about a musician or an album, when you can't predict what's coming up, what's going to be coming next. And a lot of albums don't have that. I listen to a lot of albums every day and every week and every month, and most of the albums I listen to, I'm able to predict what's going to be coming next. But this guy really impressed me, and that's something really cool. And I really like it. So he has awesome melodies, awesome songwriting, and that's why he should stick to the instrumental side, because every time he sings on this song, he lacks melodies, and this is where this guy is really a good songwriter. He writes great melodies, and I'm not going to say it enough. He writes great melodies, and you should stick to that. And Claudio, I'm telling you, you should stick to melodies. You should stick to instrumental. This is where you shine. This is where you're great. And this is where I love you. So that's about it, guys. And this was my first video review. I hope you guys aren't too bored. I'm pretty nervous, and I did the best I could. And probably it's going to be better in the other ones, because I'm going to get used to it. But this was my very first time on camera. And I'm not really a big fan, but I still like to do that. So, like I said at the beginning of the review, you guys hit me up in the comments. Tell me what you think. If you don't like it, be honest. And if you do, be honest too. If you want me to change stuff, if you don't like stuff, if you like stuff, if you want to see stuff, just tell me anything. I'll read all of your comments, and the only thing I ask is for you to stay respectful. I think we are humans, and we can be polite and be respectful with each other and improve as a group. And I'm gonna do that for you, because well, what's the purpose of doing it if it's not for you guys? So that's about it for me, and that's all for me, folks. And that's it. So it was Wikidom saying good night, take care, and stay metal hell. Cheers.